Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, I know. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I last filmed. But anyway, I have a fun video for you guys planned today. Today we're going to be reviewing the Kaleidos eyeshadow palettes. I have this one in Sashimi City and this other one in Lunar Lavender. And these are the Futurism palettes. So anyway, they're really fun palettes. Like I got this one before a couple of weeks ago and I've been using it every week ever since. Like you could do all kinds of looks with it. It's more of a neutral palette, but it also has like some fun duochromes and I don't know, there's like endless looks you could do with this. So I was like in the market for like a neutral palette, something I could wear like every day. And I don't know, but something that's still kind of like fun, like you can add a pop of color, and this definitely achieves that for me. And I don't know, the packaging is just so gorgeous. Like I love the way it opens up. It has this small mirror here. My only qualm would be like I wish the names of the shades were like on the actual palette or like underneath the shades or on the back, something, so that I wouldn't have to keep this little paper. But you know, it is what it is. It's not that bad. It kind of goes in easily and stays put. So that's the Sashimi City palette. And the other one I have is Lunar Lavender. I just received this one in the mail over the weekend. And yeah, this one has like these nice purple shades. It has two duochromes here. And the mattes they're just awesome. Two brown mattes, one darker than the other. Again, it has like the mirror, which is really useful. And yeah, the packaging is just so pretty. I feel like the experience from like just opening it, getting in the mail is fun as well. Like I'll show you guys the box that it came in. This is the Lunar Lavender box. And it's so unique and fun. Like it just gets you excited to like put makeup on, I feel. And this is makeup on the bright side. But yeah, I mean, my thoughts on the eyeshadows themselves, since I've already used like the Sashimi City one, they're really like buttery pigmented shadows, like, but still easy to blend. Like sometimes I feel some eyeshadows that are like very pigmented, they could be difficult to blend on the eye, or you know, it kind of clings to certain parts. It could be patchy, but I don't have that issue with this. I feel like they're still very blendable and I don't have fallout. Some of the glitter, it could be, there could be a little bit of fallout, but as long as you have like a glitter primer, then I think you'll be fine. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna do one look with Sashimi City, and the second look is gonna be with Lunar Lavender. So I'm gonna start off with just priming my eyes. I always go in with my P. Louise base and Rimmer Zero. It's just a white base. And this primer is really good. I feel like it makes my eyeshadow last throughout the entire day. I don't have to worry about it. So usually I just take like a paintbrush and I'll just put like a base of it down first. And then I'll go over it with a beauty blender. But yeah, make sure you have enough to cover the entire lid. And actually, I'm gonna put my hair back. I got this new headband for Christmas. Okay, that's much better. So then I'm just gonna pat that out, blend all over. Take this kind of ochre color called Gourmet, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. And this has been, the look I'm gonna do today has been like one of my favorites to do with this palette since I got it. I've been kind of rocking this one over and over. And it pretty much incorporates all the shades in the palette. There's only 6 of them, so yeah. So I put that just in my crease and on the outer corner. And also a little bit on the inner part right here. Make sure you cover up all the white that you put down. I'm just going to take a fluffier blending brush and put down more of that color. And just blend out the edges. And now I'm going to take this reddish shade here called, sorry, not reddish, it's like a corally color, but more neutral, called Salmon Skyline, and we're going to put that on the outer corner, but kind of closer to the lid. And do the same here, put it on the inner part. Kind of blend those two shadows together. And then in the crease as well, but don't take it as far out as you did with the first shade. Now I'm gonna take this last color over here, kind of like the reddish, more red leaning brown shade. It's called Soy Sauce. And take that bigger blending brush and you're gonna put it on the outer corner and just pat it, and then slowly start to blend it. Into the crease. And then you're also going to take the other brown shade called Promenade, and you're going to kind of go over that just to deepen it. But you're going to take it further into the inner part of your crease. And then we're gonna take the shade Salmon Skyline again and kind of dust it over the outer part right here. And reblend where the brown meets that. On the lid, we're gonna take Pink Ginger, which is a shimmery duochrome. And you're gonna pat that on the lid. This is beautiful duochrome shade. And you're just going to pat that on this little negative space right here. And feel free, you could also kind of like pat it over the other parts just to blend it. Sometimes I even take it like all the way to the top. And then I like to go in with my finger as well and just pat it over top. And then on the bottom of your eye, you're gonna go in with that ochre color again and trace the bottom all the way. And then again, just repeating from the top take that corally color and go over that. And then again, the more reddish leaning brown on the outer corner. And the more neutral brown right over it. And now for the inner corner, I'm gonna take this shimmery duochrome called Penthouse, and I'm just gonna pop it into the inner corner. So I'm gonna repeat this on the other eye, and then I'll be right back for the final look. Okay guys, so this is the first look done. I put this Marc Jacobs gel liner in, I think it's Earthquake. I put that in my waterline. I used the e.l.f. Cosmetics mascara, which is it's phenomenal. Honestly, I feel like it's really underrated and it's super cheap. It's called Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara, and I think it did a really good job at lifting the eyelashes. And then for my lips, I used this Alamar Cosmetics lip liner in Luce, and this NYX matte lip cream in London. But yeah, that's the first look. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I've already primed my eye for the second look. For the Lunar Lavender palette, I already put the white base. And let's see. I think with this one, I'm gonna go for a purpley look. So the first color I'm gonna go in with is this light purple shade called Wisteria. And I'm gonna place that on the outer corner, just patting it in. I'm also gonna just take it through the crease as well. And also down here toward the inner corner. And then I'm gonna take this dark purple shade called Midnight Flora and just pat over that on the outer portion. And then blend that together. And I'm also gonna put that in the inner corner. Kind of get like a halo shape. For the lid, I'm gonna go in with this duochrome. It's like a blue, and I'm gonna pop that in the middle. It's called Moonroof. And actually, to make that pop a little more, I'm gonna take some glitter primer. I'm using this NYX glitter primer, and I'm gonna pat that down first. And that's really gonna get it to pop. I'm just going over with my finger to make it pop just a little bit more. And I want this to have a little bit more depth, so I'm gonna go in with these brown shades. The first one is called Nocturnal. It's the lighter shade of brown. Just gonna pop that right next to this. And then I'm gonna go in with this darker one called Crater Grove. Okay guys, so I actually ended up erasing what I did because it was looking like a hot mess and I just did not like it at all. So do be warned, this is my first time using this palette and I do think it's a little bit more difficult to use than the first one. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna instead keep it simple and I'm gonna use this light brown shade in Nocturnal and I'm gonna put that in my crease on the top. I think I'm just gonna keep it neutral on the top. And wow, Nocturnal, it looks like it's just like a basic like light brown shade, but once you put it on, it kind of has like this like mauviness to it, which is really nice. I was not expecting that. So I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. And up here, just lightly, just keep blending. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Crater Grove, which is the darker brown in the palette. And I'm gonna put that on my outer corner and blend that out. I think I want to place just a teensy bit in the inner corner to kind of do a halo eye, but being very careful not to take that too far out. Okay. This is making me a little nervous again. This is a very cool tone palette and I love cool tones, but sometimes they could be a little bit tricky, especially for my skin tone. Okay, so now for the lid, I'm gonna go in with that duochrome called Moonroof. instead of doing the glitter primer, I'm just going to go in with my finger and see if that works better. Sometimes that glitter primer, I find it's a little too strong for the Kaleidos shadows. Duochromes can be a challenge because, as you can see, like when I'm looking straight on, you can't really see it, but when I turn, you could see the extent of where it goes, so that could be a little tricky sometimes if you're not used to that. Okay, and now I'm gonna take this lighter purple here. It's called Wisteria, and I'm gonna put that on the bottom lid down here. And then I'm gonna go with a darker purple called Midnight Flora and dust it right over that. So we're just gonna have a little pop of color on the bottom. This one has more fallout than the first for sure. Or at least it's more noticeable because the colors are a little bit darker. So for the inner corner, I'm gonna pop this purple, this light shimmer purple called Dreamscape. It's such a pretty color. Okay, now I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll come right back. Hey guys, so this is the final look. So this is pretty cool tone even for me. I consider myself to really like cool tones, but I don't always wear them. So it was a little bit challenging coming up with this, especially because of that duochrome shade. As you can see, it's probably picking it up on camera, like sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't, which is part of the appeal of the shade. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna get this. It could be a little bit challenging to use. In my waterline, I use this Makeup Obsession by Tiffany X pencil in the shade Cocktail. It's kind of like the same as the purples in the palette. And then for my lips, I went in with this Alamar Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Coqueta. And for my lips, I use the Necromancy Cosmetica lipstick in Healing Stone, which is this is that Puerto Rican brand that I used in my previous video, which I'll have a link to in my bio. And yeah, so that's the final look, guys. Like I said, definitely this palette, the Lunar Lavender palette, was more difficult to use than the Sashimi City palette, so keep that in mind. I still find that even though I made a mistake in the beginning, it was very easy to fix. The shadows do still blend easily, it's just that some of them don't always like mesh well together. But either way, like I still like the quality of the shadows, and I find that they do pop a lot, and the shades are just super unique. Like I don't have any of these shades in my collection, so that's why I knew I had to get these. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and stay tuned for my next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.